work that these students do in speech, interview, and essay. And you can imagine when Mr. Farley first introduced me to Kittinon Moncal, and he was just beside himself because he said, I know this kid is like unbelievably intelligent, but can you do something to help him? Because whenever he talks in class, we can't understand him. I don't know, can you understand him now? Yeah. It's amazing. Tremendous diligence working with the Cork and the Linklater exercises and so forth. Well, Brandon, who's your advocate?
Our wonderful donor, Jackie Wu.
Another stage. Okay, I promised this speech would be at least a bit more lighter, a bit more humorous. If not, you could call 1-800 you want our money back .gov/ maybe someday the tattoo. Well, Brandon. Once upon a time, Brandon wasn't this wholesome, tall glass of milk you see right here. He was actually one shorter than me and had baby fat still. I call that his freshman year. His first encounter with me, I say encounter because to talk or to meet would actually imply that we actually interact. But it was in the hallway during lunch, and I was just coming from my locker, and I see him. He was waving, and I didn't know who. I really didn't know if it was me. So my friend next to me asked me, Jackie, I think he's waving at you. In my head, I was like, no. And then I told her, no way, it can't be. And as soon as he saw that I wasn't waving back, he slowly dropped his head. And looked down in the feed. It was like one of those Animal Planet just shows, like male species, how it gets made. First encounters of female species, but no chance. So that whole encounterment actually scarred Brandon from talking to me for about 3 years. He was a senior and I actually finally graduated. And my second actual real time meeting Brandon was when I came back from school in Washington. I was a bit flustered. I was actually deliberating whether or not I should stop school for a while and take care of both my grandma and my mother. And I actually had this malaise with Brandon, but to be more precise, it was on the borderline of disdain and despise. I had no idea why. It's just, I didn't like him. But then he saw me just before I was about to leave after visiting the team for the first time since, well, my Halloween visit. And he gave me this huge hug and told me, welcome home. And for the first time, I actually felt like I belonged back in Marshall. I belonged back at home. And I had to give you two things for this. One, his exponential growth from that little freshman to that man who said, welcome home. Think about it. Do you give him a couple more years to mature, to actually grow? He'll be a stud. All I have to say is, fathers, watch out for your daughters. Brandon Schwartz is in the But the second most important thing about Brandon is his undying kindness, his sincerity. It's so genuine and warm. It just melts the malaise, the despise and disdain for him. always welcome you to his house with wide arms and tell you welcome home. So I bring you Brandon Schwartz.
Thanks, Jackie, for that interesting speech. Well, dear gentle and not so gentle audience, I would like to thank the Academy of Motion Pictures for nominating me for this award. Okay, this is not the Oscars, this is the Hall of Fame. And to tell you the truth, I actually wrote the speech this morning, so it isn't very long, just to prepare you. And by now, I bet you are all sick and tired of these boring acceptance speeches that are, since there are 7 of us, and that's just a record number in Marshall's history, so we're at it. And of course, I have to start off with thanking the strong support of my family, Eddie, Ron, and Randy over there. And my second family over here, the decathlon team. I was able to break the illustrious 8,000 points. As the late and great Shakespeare said in Henry VIII, a long farewell to all my greatness. Now, I know this may seem a bit egotistical, but I was looking online for Shakespeare quotes, and this is the first one I found. I remember thinking to myself in 10th grade, what idiotic person would join the decathlon team? Well, apparently I was that crazy individual. Hi, Chloe. For those of you aspiring to join the team next year, it is a long road to haul, but I would say it is worth all the time and energy. You will, as I have, complain about the painstaking work and late nights spent studying for the competitions. It is inevitable. But stick with it and you won't be sorry. Trust me. Throughout the year, I have been known as Chatty Cathy and Schwartzy, as you can see, as you have seen on my jacket. You can probably figure out where these nicknames come from. I will always be the talkative one on the team, trying to socialize with those around me. And of course, Tossie can attest to that fact, especially since we studied together in room 351. Ah, what memories. Staying until 9 at night in that room. We all dedicated our lives to this team, and that's what I love about it. Not to sound cliche, but I have made friends that will last a lifetime. Bringing the team over to my house on Fridays and Saturdays after practice, in the Sienna van, and hosting rock band/karaoke nights are all things I will never forget. And thanks so much, Mom, for putting up with the late nights and blasting music. Without the stress release of playing drums like Ringo, I don't know what I would have done. I would like to thank all the coaches and everyone here tonight for all your support. Unfortunately, Mr. Gonzalez is not here, but he was an awesome chem coach, and all of his sessions really helped my scores, and we're able to make sense of this convoluted chemistry formulas. Mr. Jones, those few weeks in your room may have seemed tedious at times, but your insight in economics greatly affected my score, as someone who hadn't taken the class before. And Miss Lee, the art teacher, not to be confused with Miss Lee Ramirez, we went to her class a few times, and those fundamentals of art were made very clear to me through her thoughtful presentations. Poppy Farley, who is not here as well, writing those chunks and doing those short reading passages greatly improved my Lang & Lit and essay scores. Mr. Christiani also is not here, but I was able to get a medal in both nationals and a state competition because of him. And Mr. Rocha sitting over there, my music buddy, even though I knew a lot of the fundamentals, you were great at helping me to really just memorize this information and really learn a lot from you. And Terry T.J. Colbert over there, where to begin with you? No offense, but at first I thought you were trying to remove Welch from school, because you started asking me about him, and I was thinking, who is this guy? But I got to know you, and you have no idea how much you assisted this team. And we have the wonderful Miss Lee Ramirez over here, who got us to go to Sacramento and all of our trips to New York. She was just so instrumental in this team, as along with Miss Erdos, who just made us all feel as though we were home. And Mr. Harrison, I'm not sure where he is. Oh, over there. What a great principal we have here. Round of applause. He's also instrumental in our success. And last but not least, Welchie. Even though we had our tips, you were like a third father to me. I could go on and on about all of you and the rest of these wonderful people, but that would be tedious for the rest of us. I just want everybody to know how much support I got from the whole audience and what a great gift this decathlon experience has been. For my senior decathlete, Marcos Chinchilla over there, don't worry, I'll let you drive my car soon. The party at my house.
Mario Jackson. I know. Anything you can possibly imagine now. Okay, so we got some of this right there for you. Yes, sir. Then, of course. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. You ready, Terry? Are you having a good time? Yeah. Pretty spectacular, don't you think? How would we survive at Marshall High School, Ms. Lee Ramirez and Mr. Harrison, without somebody I haven't introduced?